Its speech title is Echoes of Our Past, Unraveling the Known Unknowns. Echoes of Our Past, Unraveling the Known Unknown. Over to you, Sriman Sahrudaya.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity. Let's start.
Yes, you can start now.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I titled my speech as Echoes of Our Past. But no, it is not about any forgotten empire or any dusty library. It is about something which we generally use every day but rarely pause to appreciate. Yes, that is your language. Yes, the language. The letter we write, the sound we speak, the accent we carry. Every hi, hello, bhai, namaste, yo is not just a noise or word. It is something which carries history, habitat, and hidden orchestra of muscle and memory. But before going too poetic, too soul, here comes the tweet. It's A to O, from English A to Indian O, from letters, from alphabet to aksars, from letters to life. Let's come to the topic. For the convenience, I have divided the main topic into few subtopics. I will be mentioning it one by one. The first subtopic is invisible magics of letter. Before I start, can you guys answer me? What is the first sound does a baby make?
Ah, oh,
Yes, it is I is a word with minimal mouth and memory coordination. Let's think about it. We generally speak before we write. We write to preserve what we speak. A simple letter in English like A can have different sound based on where it is used or moved. It can be flat, short, or long. Cat, cake, father. But in Hindi or Sanskrit, there is a clear distinction between O and A. One is a breath and another is a stretch. But we rarely pause to appreciate or ask question about who is the one who decided how the letters should sound. Why do some languages have more vowels or consonant in it? Letters are like bones of the language. They are not visible, they are invisible, but they hold the whole body of a language. Let's come to the next topic of ours, that is training of tongue. Let me ask you something. Have you guys or you seen someone saying that, oh, I can understand the language, but sorry, I can't speak it?
yes.
Yes, that's not your fault or that guy's fault. It is the fault of your tongue. Yes, your tongue, because your tongue is not trained to do so. According to studies, uh, our tongue, lip, and jaw form pattern based on the language which we hear and speak during our critical learning phase of 0 to 7 years. Uh, 7 years. Everyone think that tongue is an organ for tasting thing or putting you in trouble, but trust me, it is more of a memory device, a biological recorder. uh, when you try to learn a language like French or German or any language which you do not know, your brain generally hears it right, but it's your tongue which says sorry first. It's not my muscle memory, so I can't speak. But the good news is that the tongue can be trained by practicing, by continuous mimicry, by continuous listening. Let's come to the third topic of ours, that is dialogue, the hidden DNA of language. When we hear dialect, we often think that dialect is something which is having funny character or funny accent. But trust me, guys, dialect is something which is the real software update of a language. Everyone thinks that dialect is an impure form of a language, but for example, let me show you something. Sanskrit is converted to Hindi, Hindi is converted to Bhojpuri, Bhojpuri to Awadhi, Awadhi to Marathi. Here you can see that a clear transition between language or dialect do not die. They generally evolve and remain in a continuous evolving stage. Dialect is something which carries year-old ancient metaphors, idiom, and many other things. Come to the next topic of ours, which is script, where meaning meets aesthetic. Everyone here have known of the script, that is the Devanagari script. Devanagari script, from which language like Sanskrit, Hindi, and Marathi has originated. Historians generally treat Devanagari as a art, but it is more of a architecture. Every letter in Devanagari script in a line like a train on the track. Devanagari, everything is according to voice. You can generally guess what is coming by just looking at it. For example, ka, kha, ga, gha, na come from the back of the throat. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nia come from the middle of the tongue. Ta, tha, da, da, na come from the lips. Uh, but here the sound in Devanagari is arranged according to the sound which come from which part of the mouth. But Sanskrit takes it little more further. Every syllable in Sanskrit is having weight, intention, and even vibration. Think of Om is not just a spiritual thing; it is more of a acoustic engineering, where English focuses on its spelling history. In English, a letter can have different pronunciation or different sound according to where it is used, like in any moods or any weather. Devanagari focuses on pronunciation, English focus on spelling history. Each have their own logic, but Devanagari is something which is designed by mathematician with a flair of calligraphy. Let's come to next topic of ours, that is language is not just communication. Yes, language is not just how we communicate or how we speak. It is more of how we think. In some part of the world, they may not say that raise your left hand. They more of say raise your southwest hand because they use cardinal direction for indicating any direction. In some language, there is no proper grammar, but in some language, there is as many as 25 letters for the letter rise. Let's come back to the original topic, A to A. From I when I say A to A, I don't just say A to A. I take you a journey from west to east, from letters to Akshar, from line to letter. And let's come to the final closing part where I will be closing with saying thank you from a few different languages. In English, we say thank you, Spanish, gracias, Mandarin, jai jai, Arabic, shukran, Japanese, arigato, Russian, spasibo, Tamil, nandri. Lastly, I want to say that when you speak further, just think about that. A to O is not just a transition in sound; it is a transition in awareness, and it is a quiet revolution which is happening during speaking of every word. Thank you.